Good morning. Okay, for breakfast we are doing a little change. And Starbucks has a new oatmeal. I'm excited. It's it's like some chocolate thing. I'm excited. Roasted almonds, dark chocolate, and salted toffee. So I thought I would have a little tiny treat. See what it's like. I probably won't get this regularly, but I mean it comes with chocolate, so hey. And I also got the blueberry topping with it. And I got my regular tea with the coconut milk. So breakfast time. So here it is, all mixed together. Yummy. And we had a little accident this morning. I was putting the sprinkle of vanilla powder in there and someone had unscrewed the top, which is really nice. So vanilla all went into my oatmeal, but I scraped it out. I think it should be okay. So lesson learned, be careful when you go to Starbucks because there are pranksters afoot. So I made myself some more tea when I got home because I didn't want it to be over. So I made some peppermint tea with almond milk, put a little honey in it. I'm not excited about it because the almond milk was homemade and I didn't love the flavor, but like with the tea, I like it for other things, but not necessarily with the tea. And now I'm having a bowl of the Hoppin' John that I made for New Year's, which I'm posting today. But you'll see this video the next day, so whatever, blah, blah, blah. But when you see this video, you should be having Hoppin' John too, so you can get some good luck and stuff for the new year. That's some dark chocolate for a snack while I'm editing my recipe I'm putting up today. This is something I've learned over the last few months of cooking, like the last 6 months of cooking. When a recipe calls for tomatoes, like canned tomatoes, roasted tomatoes, diced tomatoes, tomato puree, whatever it is, many of you probably already know this, but typically it doesn't matter what you use. Like you can use whatever kind you want, and usually you'll get the same result, especially if it's just like a sauce or something like that. You can use whichever ones you want. So just do about the same amount in the can, like the amount of ounces or whatever in the can, but typically you can use whichever ones you want. But you always, as a Nutritarian, you always want to try to find ones that are no sodium or low sodium, which, by the way, very difficult, very difficult to find. So what I've been doing lately is I know a couple of stores, like I know this one Whole Foods has a couple of different types of cans, and then Trader Joe's has one that's no sodium as well. So you have to I would really search it out next time you go to the store, just so you're familiar with who has canned tomato stuff or anything that has no sodium or low sodium, because it's so hard to find tomato products that are low sodium or no sodium. Also, by the way, I haven't been very successful with finding things in glass that are no sodium, as far as like the tomatoes or roasted things, not necessarily sauces. I found one sauce that I really like, which is Mrs. Gooch brand. I've never seen that anywhere else, so I don't know if they have it elsewhere, but that's a really good brand that I like that has no sodium. That's one of the struggles I've had being a Nutritarian, is trying to find tomato things that don't have salt. So you can also, of course, you could just chop up a bunch of tomatoes, smush them, use the juice, and then add a little bit of salt if you want to your dish. I've done that before too. It's not as good because the ones that you get at the store are typically like cooked down, and they've got, there's like the fire roasted ones and things like that too, but it's so hard to find them without salt. So good luck. Just some information that I know about tomato products. I was just thinking about it because I'm putting up this recipe right now. Hoppin' John, which is my New Year's yummy New Year's dish, so check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. It's super, super delicious. Actually, you'll be seeing this video tomorrow, so make sure you eat it today. Go to the store, make it if you can, for good luck. But read the post. It's pretty interesting, the background behind Hoppin' John, and I have chocolate on my lips. See you later. Okay guys, day 2 of not being super excited about food. Which is amazing. I'll take that. So I made for dinner, I was just like procrastinating because I was working on my blog post, and now it's almost 9 and I'm just gonna be having a little emergency sweet tooth smoothie. I brought this up the other day. It's my favorite. So I made it. Just a real quick green smoothie, enough to fill up just like 1 glass. It's the perfect amount for when you're just a little bit hungry or you're seriously craving or something like that. But I'm not craving or anything right now. I'm just kind of hungry, and I don't feel like having a big meal or anything this late. To a healthy new year. I'm gonna drink this with you guys on camera just to show you how quick I actually drink this thing so fast. Okay. I'm serious, this is what I do. That was amazing. It's my favorite. So good for a little emergency. And then usually what I'll do is after I have that, I'll drink a huge glass of water, which I'm gonna do now, because it totally fills you up and takes away your sweet tooth or your hunger or whatever it is. I wanted to say something about the stew that I had today, the Hoppin' John black-eyed pea stew. So I had a bowl of that, like a regular size bowl for me. That's about 2.5 cups. I had one full bowl of that plus about, I think it ended up being about half a cup, or between a half a cup and a cup of polenta with the stew. Had that for lunch around, what was that, 1 or something? And you guys, I had that feeling, we were just talking about this the other day when I was reading a section from the Beck Diet Solution to you about the idea of being afraid that you're going to be hungry later. So I want to say this because I've been thinking about this a lot since we read that section, and I have a problem with that. Like, I still very much struggle with that particular issue, that I worry when I eat something that I'm going to be hungry too soon afterwards, and so I eat a ton. But today I had that soup, and you guys know I usually, like for lunch, I usually have a huge salad and a huge thing of soup. But today I just had the soup, and like normally I would have, you know, a big huge kale salad with it or whatever too, which I could have had, but I just really didn't feel like making it. But I had this soup, and I was so worried while I was warming up the soup, like I'm gonna get so hungry, and then I'm gonna crave, and I'm gonna binge, and it's gonna be really terrible. But you guys, that soup like lasted almost all afternoon. I mean, it had the chocolate, so I probably had a couple 100 calories worth of chocolate or something like that. So that helped me get through. But that soup, plus the polenta, plus the chocolate, plus that smoothie I just had, was enough for all of the afternoon and evening. And I get so afraid of getting hungry, so afraid. And so I'm always like, that's why I love the Nutritarian thing, because if you have massive portions of stuff, it can get you through. But just this idea of trying to get through that fear of being hungry is something I really want to work on now that I'm conscious of it, and I've been thinking about it lately. So I'm not really sure how to do that. I guess I just have to, you know, be more conscious of it and think of it. But and try not to be so afraid, like just reminding myself it's okay. You can eat in a few hours, even if you get hungry. Even if you're hungry in a couple hours, even if you're hungry in 3 hours, you can eat in 5, you know, or 4, whatever it is. And that it's okay to be hungry for a while. And so I just wanted to say that. I guess I was thinking about it. Okay, guys, I think this is going to be my last video of the year. So, of course, you'll be seeing this next year, but that's okay. Thanks so much for following along, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!